Hello everyone, here's Gerald, your favorite Polish man, and so today we are doing some new tutorial about diffusing the bomb. Yay! I know, it's exciting today. We are finishing our episode about the game loop today, I think. No, we missed the money and something else. So yeah, as soon now as we plant the bomb, you can see that as a player we cannot move when we plant the bomb, of course, like the last episode. And as a counter-terrorist now we can go on this side, we can find the bomb, and if we are near it, so we can spam the this, you know, and if we are near it, we now can defuse it, and we cannot move during this time, and as soon as we defused it we get the point. And now, even if you kill terrorists, now you need to defuse the bomb in order to, of course, win the round. So yeah, pretty much this episode. So yeah, have a good episode. And yeah, so in today's episode we will start by changing some player command, in which we will add a new boolean to send, and we will name it diffuse, like so. I hope I name it correctly. And we'll do a new event. We'll name it start diffuse event, like so. We'll make it only owner, and inside we will send time in a float type. So yeah, pretty much it for bolt assets. Let's compile all of this and let's start scripting. So in our script, let's start by the player controller in here, and let's start by creating the diffuse input in here, and let's make this input be the F key, I suppose, key code F, like so. And now let's inject it in the diffuse slot, like so. And now let's just simply read it in the player motor execute command, and of course same for the server, cmd.input.diffuse, like so. Nice, very nice, very nice. So let's go to the command and let's add this little diffuse. So what we will need for the diffuse here, at first let's go to our command and let's put some code just after the abilities. So in here we will need the following code. So first we will check if we are the an AT player, so if we are from the AT team. So in order to do that, let's go to our variables, add one, and inside our init function in here, let's simply just do something like this with the AT equals true if the team of the token is equal to team AT. Simple as that. So if it's correct, and now next thing that we have to add is pretty simple, is simply the knowledge about if we are already diffusing or not. So let's add a new boolean for that and make it false by default. And in order to do that, let's simply say that if we are not diffusing neither planting, we are not moving. So pretty simple, pretty good. So now it's here, it's the same as the other thing that we did for the plantation of the bomb. So this means that we are checking if we are the owner or the controller. If we are the controller, we are showing only interfaces. If we are the owner, of course, we are doing some things on the controller part, so on the meta part of the game with all the game controller and everything. So inside here, let's start by checking. So if we are diffusing, so we are pressing the button, and we were not diffusing, we will start the countdown of everything. And in order to be sure that we are diffusing, we need to diffuse at this moment. We are checking if, of course, we are near the bomb. So in order to check if we are near the bomb, we're gonna need the bomb controller, inside which we're gonna add some functions and variables. So let's add here an instance of itself. So this way we are making a little singleton, but this one is managing its own instance by the attached function, like in here. And we will have a function inside that will determine if we are at a correct range to start to defuse the bomb. And we are checking this by simply checking at first if the instance is real, and then we are checking if the instance of the diffuser, so someone is not already diffusing it, and if no one is diffusing it and we are at the correct distance, we'll send simply here the result of it. Otherwise, we'll simply say that no, someone is diffusing it already, so no, you don't say that the distance is true. Of course, and of course we will need a function to set the diffuser of this bomb. So let's come back to the player motor and continue to do the initial diffuse part. So inside here we will have a timer that we will save through variables one more time. So here we will add two new variables that will be the diffuse time and the diffusing time. So how many seconds we take to diffuse it, and of course when is this diffused. And now what we need is simply to go to our player callback and create the raise of the event in order to contact the controller that is diffusing right now this bomb. And in here what we will do, as soon as we raise it to the controller of the entity, when we read it, we will simply say, oh, you have the diffuse function in order to be working now. So what is the diffuse function in our player motor? It's pretty simple. It will simply do everything as same as we do in the controller, but just in the place of the interface. So here we will say that we are diffusing, we'll say that the UI is now showing, and of course we will say that the timing is equal to the time of the event that we sent. And now what we need is simply to see if we are now diffusing. So if we are diffusing, we will check each time if we are good to diffuse, and if we are good to go to say that we have diffused successfully this bomb, we will simply, say it's okay. So now we will go to the game controller and we will send notify to the game controller as an owner that we have successfully diffused the bomb. So in order to do that, let me just go to my function. And here, yeah, nice. And in here, look, so in here we will have, after the planted function, we will have a diffuse function that will simply set a new event that say to everyone that the 80 have successfully diffused the bomb, that they are the winner of this round, that the current phase now is the, of course, end round, and we will set the end round timer and everything. So yeah, and of course we will update the game state. And it's not finished, because now in our game controller we need to go to our update a live player, and inside now here, as we are the TT team, if we have no player alive, we are not losing automatically, because the 80 need to defuse the bomb in order to be sure that they win, just like in CSGO. And of course, at the end of our function, inside the update, where is the update? Here. Inside here, we need to set the diffuser to be no one, simply, as followed. So we are sure that everything is correct. Yeah, is diffused false. So this way we are sure that everything is correctly, you know, given to the player on the server side. So yeah, so this is pretty much it that we have to do in this episode. Let me just check quickly if we are done. Yeah, we did that, did this. And now at the end of our player motor, as we are dying and we are diffusing the bomb, we'll add this little amount of code in here. So in order to reset the owner, we will simply say that the is diffuse is false and the set diffuser is null. And of course the is diffusing is false for the interface, and the entity has no control, will hide the interface of it. As simple as that. Yeah, we have everything done, so now we can test our game in order to check if everything is good. So as soon as the round starts, now we can go as a terrorist to go plant the bomb here, and we can start plant it. You can see that the server is bugged on his way visually as it is normally. And now as a counter-terrorist, we can go to our little friend, and we can use our F key in order to defuse it, because we are near it and we cannot move. And as soon as we defused it, you can see that we won the round. I cannot show you anything else because I don't have anyone near me to show you more, but it's pretty simple, our episode of today. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. I'm really glad to make this tutorial with you. We will maybe do a little better tutorial with each feature of Photon Bolt separately done, that we will handle in each episode. That will be very nice to do. I think this is needed because information on Photon Bolt are sometimes given in many different pages about maybe states or anything else. So yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to code every day, check your social media, and see you soon. Vandalhalla? What's that? It's a game in development by Sandstorm Game Studio, a young indie game studio which want to start their journey with an online fast FPS game. Vandalhalla will be fast-paced and easy to learn how to master a game. In this game, your equipment will be based on 4 weapons or skills, chosen freely. We call them abilities. They compose your loadout. From rocket launchers to grapplings, including toy guns filled with holy water, your choice is vast. Choices you will make will influence drastically your playstyle. In fact, our game balance is based on an ancient game that is 1000 years old, the famous rock, paper, scissors. Basically, when you are fighting, there will be situations in which you will have facilities to kill some loadout, but your opponents plays the same game as you and they could have bonus damage against you as well. Right now you have 40 different abilities in order to create chaos in your game. Among these 90,000 combinations, I'm sure you will find the one you like. You will be also equipped with a gravity gun, which will allow you to move around the entire map without any difficulty. Your choice of loadout will also change the behavior of your gravity gun. So now, if you want to be the horse and the horseman, you can. But if you prefer to be Neo from Matrix, with a jetpack, it's possible. To have fun with all these features, nothing could be simpler than a huge city in which zones will be designated to organize a zone capture game and at the same time a team deathmatch. Go ahead and vandalize this city, after all you're participating to Vandalhalla, the Vandals Paradise! If you want to help us and see the project evolve and get released, follow us on YouTube, Instagram and Twitter.